Hi. And first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for trusting me with your branding process. Thank you for investing in the Pretty and Profitable brand kit. I promise you, if you stick with me and you follow these steps, you will be very, very pleased with the outcome of your brand. It's nothing more important than understanding who you are as a business, who you are attracting as a business owner, and what you have to offer, what problem you're solving. So please stick with me, follow these steps. This is pretty much just a visual step by step guide to walk you through this. Obviously, if you're just somebody who likes to read and go by instructions that way, you could just go through the brand guide itself, which is right here. If you're a visual person, then this video is for you. So once you order your brand kit, you'll get the email with your downloads. And when you download it and go to the first one, which is the brand guide, this is what you will come up with right here. This is the cover. And we're just going to walk through this. This is just a quick welcome right here. And I do want to say, this is all good right here, right? But there's really nothing more important in this welcome than this line right here. Whatever you do put your all into this. You made an investment and you better not waste it. And I mean that. So often we invest in things, we see things online that we feel like will be beneficial to us or to our business, and we spend our money on it. And next thing you know, we're not even utilizing it. Don't let this be one of those things that you pay for and then it sits in your email and does you no good. This is something that you need. If it wasn't, you wouldn't have paid for it. Use it. Take your time. This is your business. So prioritize it. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get started. So over here, you're going to find that you're going to have links that you're going to click on here, right? We're going to come back to this, but this is pretty much your brand kit that you're going to edit step by step. You're going to have Instagram post templates where you can kind of plug in your own visuals and change the colors and things like that. And you can post those freely. And then this swipe file template is basically where you can use different calls to actions and captions. You can just copy them and paste them and make them specific to whatever your business is. So it's just like a plug and play. Like if you don't know what to post one day and you're trying to post every day, use that. Find something up there, tweak it so it matches to whatever you offer or your services or whatever like that, and post it. So we'll come back to that. I just want to go through this the brand kit really quickly. So once again, this is just telling you step by step what you're going to be doing within this brand kit. Like I said, this is not something to rush through. Take your time. You know, if you can only get a few minutes in every day working on this, that's fine. I would rather you do that than to rush through it and then not get the best results. Um, Also, here we have a branding glossary. This is a couple of pages, and it just kind of goes over any words that you should know when it comes to branding and things like that. Brand identity, aesthetic, color palette, brand voice, content pillars, call to action or CTA. These are words that you should know when you're working on building your brand. And if you come across something and you kind of forget, you can always just refer back to this glossary. So these pages, you're going to be looking at these pages and answering these questions. If you kind of just like to write stuff down, you can do that. But your pages in your brand kit template will also reflect this. So this is just like a visual here, but you can plug in everything once you go to your link where your templates are. Like I said, we'll go back to that shortly. So you're going to talk about just your business basics right here, your brand clarity, which is very, very important. I feel like we kind of often skip over that, but we need to be very clear on what it is that we are doing in our business, who it is that we are appealing to, and what it is that they are looking for. Your ideal client, and this is where you get very specific on who your ideal client is, not just women between the ages of 25 and 60. Like, you need to know, like, who is your ideal client? What do they like? What are they looking for? What do they do on a daily basis? Things like that. Your brand personality. Now, if you follow me, then you know that my clients are more so female, and they are building more feminine luxury brands. You need to figure out what your personality is as far as when people see your brand. How do you want them to feel? What should they see when they see your brand? Your brand voice, and that could really just depend on the type of industry you're in. It may be soft and supportive. It may be confident and clear. Um, that's something that you need to figure out as far as not only how you want to sound, but how you want your clients to hear you or your audience to hear you. Your brand promise. This is pretty much letting your ideal client know, like, this is what you can expect when you work with me. This is what you can expect when you buy from me. Now that's now we're going into the visual identity. When it A lot of times we kind of skip over everything else and we go straight into visual identity. It's like we want everything to look cute, and that's cool, but it's like you can have a cute brand, but if you don't know exactly who you're serving or what it is that you're solving, you're kind of just like out here just cute, and that's it. Like, you need to have a purpose. Like, your brand should have a purpose behind it. So once you figure that out, now we get into visual identity. What colors resonate with you? What type of fonts? And you don't need a million different fonts. 2 to 3 max. Okay. Your colors, like I said, primary, secondary. You want to use something neutral to kind of go into your primary and secondary colors. We'll get more into that as well. Typography, that, like I said, that's more so with your fonts. You don't want to use more than 3 fonts. 2 is actually good, but you can use 3 if necessary. Your mood board is going to be pretty much where you bring different ideas and pictures and imagery together. I like to think of the mood board as like a vision board for your brand. So, whatever feelings or ideas or imagery that you would associate with your brand, that should go on your mood board. And then here's just the overview. So by the end, if you don't have a logo, then that's something I can help with as well. That is a separate service that I offer. But you should have your color palette, your fonts, your mood board, your brand personality words, and visual direction. Okay. So let's go back so we can go through these templates really quickly. So this right here is going to be your brand kit template. You're going to go through this page by page, and by the end, you're going to have your own brand kit. Okay. Once you finish that, that becomes your own personal brand kit that you can refer to for everything. Okay. So let's open this here. And this is where you're going to start with. You're going to say, that you're going to want to edit this template. Click edit. And we're going to start with your mood board. I thought it would be good to start with the mood board in here just to give you some inspiration. So this is where all your inspiration is going to go, right here on your mood board. And it also has just like, a short, paragraph just to give you some guidance on how to utilize each page. So you have your mood board here, your color palette, okay? Now, you don't have to utilize all of these. You're going to click on each one and you're going to change the colors. So say, for instance, I want to do black, light gray, white, red, and dark gray. Okay? You're going to change these colors to whatever it is that your colors are. And you can also pull from your mood board up here too. Okay? Your fonts. You want to choose fonts that kind of look nice together. Okay? So for your primary font, you can just click this and let's just say I want to use let's use Poppins for this. Just click on the font and play around with it, okay? Change these down here to that same font so you'll know what it looks like in lowercase as well as uppercase. Then you choose your secondary font. Okay, let's just say I want to do Alice. Same thing here. Okay, really, this is set up for you to just go in and play around with it. And once you're happy with what you see, you stick with that and you save it. Okay. Business name. This right here is your brand board. Okay. So you got your colors and your fonts up here in the previous ones. All right. Now you can put your colors in these little boxes. The colors that you came up with, change these colors to those colors. Okay. So I think we said black, light gray, red. I know I'm out of order. It was something like this. Okay. If you want to change these, obviously you would go here and it gives you the numbers right here. If you click on it, you can just copy and paste that. Just so, say for instance, if you wanted to do something outside of Canva, you'll have that code to use when you want to use the exact color. So your colors won't be off. Your font section, change your font sections right here to the fonts that you used on your font page. Take pictures from your mood board, put them here, put your logo here, change your colors here, okay? Once you do that, this right here, this one page here, you can always refer back to as your brand kit. So it'll have your colors, your fonts, your mood board, and your logos. So say for instance, if you wanted to get marketing things printed out or shirts or something done, and the company needed your information, refer to your brand kit here. Moving on, we have your about my business. This is for you to actually fill in this information. It has prompts for you to use so you'll know how to answer these questions, okay? This is to get you clear on who it is that you are and who it is that you are serving. So please take your time and go through these questions, okay? So that is the brand kit. Now let's go back really quickly to your swipe file, which is also, let me just show you this really quick. It's also right here too. So you can click, you'll get the direct download, but you can click here too. Okay. So you have intros that you can use. You have social media hooks that you can use. So say for instance, this one's here. My mission is to support women in achieving, you put your desired outcome. Say for instance, you are someone who is in fitness. So you might say, my mission is to support women in achieving um, their desired weight goals through nutrition and healthy eating. For instance, this one right here. I create blank for women who value blank. You could say, I create meal plans for women who value healthy lifestyles and vitality, things like that. So use these and just put your own service or product in there, and also utilize who it is that you're targeting. So like I said, social media hooks. You have captions that you can use. You have educational templates, storytelling. You have call to actions here. You have offers here. And then also a word bank. I thought that was really important too, because sometimes it's just kind of hard to think of like what to say or what words to really attract the people that you want. So it's very important to kind of just have at least like a few things to choose from. And then once you get the hang of it, you know you should be good. Also, universal hashtags. These are some that I actually like to use, but like I said, put what resonates with you and who you serve, okay? Like what hashtag would your clients be looking for? Think about that, okay? Okay, so the next thing, this is actually the last thing, and that is going to be your Instagram post templates. So we're going to open that up. I'm opening up all these templates. And once again, you're going to go to edit template. And also too, once you edit your templates, you can always go right here and change this name and save it as whatever you want to save it for. Save it as, excuse me. So you can use these exact captions and everything in here, okay? Use these exact captions, but add your own twist, add your own business type, whatever service it is, add it in there. 3 things every type of, let's just say, let's say you're a hairstylist. 3 things every stylist should know. And then you could just put, I mean, I'm not a stylist, so I ain't even about to, I don't even know what to say. But yeah, insert whatever it is that your niche is, insert that into this. And just don't make it so, if you're targeting professionals in a field, make it, put it in their language. But if you're targeting a different audience that's not like a professional but they need your service, word it so it resonates with them. Because if somebody is not a professional stylist, they don't want to hear about how to get return clients. They might want to hear how they can take care of their hair at home, or 5 tips for hair growth by using natural products, something like that. Okay, so just keep in mind who your client or who your audience actually is. So, like I said, you can go in here, you can change these pictures, you can change these fonts to the fonts that you have in your brand kit. You can put pictures of yourself. You can put your logos up here, and literally use these captions up here and just put your own wording in it. That's it. This, how many is it up here? Let me see. This is 10. You could use these just like this, or like I said, personalize it and put your own twist on it. And this is 10 posts right here. It's no excuse. 10 posts. You can schedule these posts out and have 10 days worth of content and be working on the next 10 days. So I hope this was helpful. If you need any additional guidance, by all means, please send me an email. And I just really hope you utilize this. Like I said in my previous videos, I do offer a branding service where I actually create your brand for you, or build your brand for you, I should say. Obviously, that's a different fee, but for those of you who may not have it in your budget or who just feel like they want to do it on their own, this is a great option. So now that we have went through the whole branding guide, went through the templates, went through the swipe files, I need you to get to work, okay? Build your brand or rebrand whatever it is that you're doing, and really start putting yourself out there, because it's no excuse. It's no excuse. You made the investment. Now you have to do the work. So thank you once again, and I will talk to you soon.